Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and I run the blog Life from the Viola section where I share my favorite practice tips, general advice, and tech for musicians. I also love to read, and today I have a subscription box that combines both books and music, two of my favorite things. The day I'm filming this is Halloween, so I'm dressed up as Taylor Swift in the Cardigan music video, white dress with the cardigan. So yeah. Let's open up this box. So this is called Now in Books. It gives you a new book and a curated music playlist to go along with the book. I love making music playlists for the things that I read and movies that I watch and different moods and different seasons. Curating playlists is amazing. So I'm super excited to get someone else's playlist that will go along with the book because that is totally my thing. So I got this subscription box on Cratejoy, which is a big online platform where you can find basically a subscription box for anything that you could ever possibly want. So let's open this up. Oh, it's wrapped really, really cutely. The tissue paper says Now in Books, which is the brand that makes this box. I got the book Jackal. Very, very pretty cover. And it comes with a little QR code that you can scan to access the Spotify playlist and a book club guide. So let's see what this guide says. Featured this month, a thrilling debut from a new voice in Erin E Adams' Jackal. Liz Rocher, I don't know, reluctantly returns home after many years to attend her best friend's wedding. Bracing herself for a weekend of awkward, passive-aggressive reunions, the wedding day takes a turn when the couple's daughter goes missing. As the search begins, Liz soon discovers she's not the first girl to go missing, and she may not be the last. Sounds really, really cool. So, inside the guide, delve deeper into the story with up for discussion questions. I love questions about books. I have a little journal that I keep so that when I finish a book, I can write down my thoughts and how I rate it. And then if there are any questions at the end of the book, like a book club discussion guide, or if I find something online, I'll write down those questions and I'll answer them. And I just love that. Okay, so it includes questions, get into all the feels with selections from the Gone Missing playlist, read and stream it are recommendations for what to enjoy next, experience a part of the story with a tasty recipe, and more. So it also has an author spotlight on Erin E Adams, has a cast of characters and what they're like, and it shows Catch These Mood Tunes, a list of a couple of the songs in the playlist. Streaming guide. Oh, so TV shows and movies that are like this book. I love that. That is so cool. And then discussion questions. Ooh. A recipe, and a word search. I love word searches. Super, super cool. Okay, I'm gonna scan this playlist. I do use Apple Music and not Spotify, and I do wish a lot more people and a lot more companies would transfer their playlists between Spotify and Apple Music so that lots of people could easily use these, or even in other streaming services like Tidal and YouTube Music and stuff, though I'm not sure what the privacy settings are like for that. So I might just copy this playlist over to Apple Music in my own way. But super cool. I'm so excited to hear kind of the vibes of this book because I love curating playlists like this. So I'll see you again later with an update of what I'm thinking of this book and all that. I'm super, super excited. Also, Gazpacho says hi. He says hi, happy Halloween, even though it's not Halloween anymore by the time you see this. He's exploring. I just finished Jackal last night and it was so good. It was such a really, really good page-turning thriller. At least towards the end. I think middle and end were really, really good. Or beginning and end were really, really good. The middle got into a little bit of a lull. It had very important information and you learned a lot of very important information about the characters, but with the plot, it kind of slowed down And that's when I put it down and read some other stuff for a couple of days and then went back into it. And then the ending was really, really great and fast-paced. So after I finish reading a book, I love journaling about it or finding some reading discussion questions and answering those in this little notebook that I keep, where I write down my thoughts of what I read. So the Now in Books box came with that book club guide that I showed you earlier in the video, and there are discussion questions in it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 questions in here about the book. So I'm going to write all of them while I listen to the Gone Missing playlist. That's the name of the playlist that Now in Books created to go along with this book. So I'm super excited because you know I love getting into the vibe and the environment of every book that I read. I just finished the discussion questions about Jackal, and it really just helps me understand my opinions about the characters and understand the writing and the story a little bit better. Plus, since I love writing, I usually just write nonfiction about music, you know, blog posts. I like to analyze other people's writing and see what I do and don't like about the other writing styles that other people will use. I would love to write a fiction book one day, but I never have any ideas, so that hasn't happened, but it would be so fun. So in the blog post, you'll see a real review of this book because I'm still kind of gathering my thoughts right now as I'm recording this, and I'll be able to say everything a lot better and more eloquently through writing in a blog post. So the full review will be in the blog in the description below. But I just wanted to talk a little bit more about what's included in the book club guide, and I'll talk a little bit about the playlist as well, because these are 2 very, very cool things that this book box came with. So I know I went through this a little bit in the beginning of the video, but I didn't look at it too closely because I didn't want to get any spoilers. So the beginning tells you a bit about the book, a bit about the guide and the author. It tells you the cast of characters. This would have been helpful when I forgot who Chris was in like the next to last chapter. I'm so bad with names. And like all white guys in books, they're just the same to me. I can't remember their names. Anyway, then it tells you a little bit about the playlist. It shows you what some of the selections are so you can kind of get an idea. Then it also has a streaming guide, which offers some TV show and movie recommendations with similar vibes to this one. So maybe I'll check something out that's on this list. I haven't really heard of any of these things, so that's cool. It also has suggested reads. If you liked this, then read one of these next. You'll probably like that. Then it has all the discussion questions. Then a recipe and a word search. That's really fun. And then on the back it says about us. It shows all of the different book box options that they have. They have the music option that I got. They have Fiction Book Monthly, which is just a newly released fiction book arriving to you each month. Then they also have the same 2 options, but in a young adult category. So that all sounds really, really cool. And it also says, Now in Books introduces readers to new authors, diverse voices, and stories that tackle today's most relevant social issues. They also have a nice little blurb at the bottom. If you leave a review on their website, you can get 1 month of your subscription for free. So that's nice. I'll probably do that. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this book because the mystery was really great in it. Usually I pick up books that are more mystery and less thriller because I like the kind of like cozy mystery type of plot and idea and feel, but I really liked this, and the social commentary was great. Typically I go for books that are less realistic and more something that I can escape into, but this was a nice departure from that, and it was just really enjoyable to read. So this was a great first time getting the Now in Books music box. I really, really enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see me unbox more of these and read these books and give you my thoughts on them, I would love to do that because I'm probably gonna keep this subscription for at least another month or 2, see how it goes, and then go from there. So this was a very fun video to make. I really enjoyed it, and I might make a longer playlist of songs that remind me of this book, the environment, the story, the characters, and all of that. I found that the playlist that they made is really good, but it's more the vibes of the book and less lyrics that remind me of the story. And usually when I make a playlist about a book, it's songs that have similar stories to what I read. So I might make my own kind of variation playlist, kind of going off of what they made. So yeah, this was super, super fun. Let me know if you'd like to see more like this. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos almost every Sunday at noon Eastern time. Thanks for watching.